BLUEY show is at its peak right now, but even the best shows sometimes have small animation slip-ups. In this video, some of the funniest errors that slipped past the animators are highlighted. In the Fruit Bat episode, there's one last sneaky little animation mistake that's easy to miss. Bandit is fast asleep, sprawled out on the floor in the living room as usual, while Chili is also in the scene, busy with her hockey stick. She's taping it up, carefully wrapping several layers of bright yellow tape around it. Everything seems perfectly normal, and you can clearly see the tape already covering part of the stick. But here's where the mistake happens. When BLUEY walks into the room just a few moments later, the yellow tape has mysteriously disappeared. It's completely gone, as if it was never there in the first place. And here's a fun one. To find this little mistake, we have to zoom through a bunch of episodes. Let's start at the very beginning with Season 1, Episode 1, Magic Xylophone. In one scene, Bingo and BLUEY are running through their room, and there's a photo frame on the nightstand. If you look closely at the picture, you'll notice something fun. BLUEY is making a goofy face with one eye closed and her tongue sticking out. Fast forward to Veranda Santa, another episode. And that same photo frame appears again. Only this time, the picture has changed. Now BLUEY's tongue isn't sticking out, and Bingo's mouth is wide open. Pretty funny, right? But it doesn't stop there. In Bedroom, an episode from Season 3, the photo frame shows up once more. And guess what? The picture has changed again. Now BLUEY has both eyes open, which is completely different from the original. Looks like the animators couldn't quite remember what the photo looked like each time. Now, on to the next one. Let's talk about Fruit Bat. This episode has another cool little mistake. There's a scene where Bandit is drying BLUEY's head after a bath, and you can see the bathroom doors are open with Bingo inside. But here's where it gets interesting. If you look out the window during that scene, it's still daylight. That's a bit odd, right? Because earlier in the episode, it was already nighttime, and everyone was getting ready for bed. Seems like maybe their house has its own strange time zones, with different rooms showing different times of day. But wait, there's more! In the episode Puppets, BLUEY and Bingo are having a great time playing with a mischievous puppet unicorn. The unicorn is quite the character, full of personality and charm. There's a scene where the unicorn spots Chili, BLUEY and Bingo's mom, and surprise, surprise, he instantly falls in love with her and wants to ask her out on a date. But here's where it gets really funny. As the unicorn is moving toward Chili, his beard falls off. Yes, if you slow down the scene, you can actually catch the moment when the puppet's beard detaches from his chin. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment, but it's there. It's like even his beard couldn't handle how amazing Chili is. And finally, let's end with another quirky detail from the episode Bedroom. In this episode, BLUEY is super excited because she's getting her own room. She and Bingo spend the whole day moving things around, organizing, and getting everything set up just right. When it's finally time for bed, BLUEY is lying on her bed, and there's a small shelf next to it with a lamp on top. But then when the camera angle changes, suddenly there's a second shelf that wasn't there before. It just magically appears out of nowhere. Where did that second shelf come from? It's like a little magical mix-up in the show's animation. Later on, when BLUEY and Bingo are moving some books into BLUEY's new room, there's only one shelf again. But at the end of the episode, that second mysterious shelf reappears when Chili sets it up. And when the camera pans across the room, you can see both shelves. It's another fun little animation mistake that adds to the charm of the show. So, those are just some of the funny little animation mistakes that pop up in BLUEY's adventures. They're easy to miss, but once you spot them, they're pretty entertaining. Hope you enjoyed catching these with me. See you in the next video. Bye.